Om Namo Narayanaya, dear sisters, brothers, and loving children. Om Sri Ramaya Namaha. Salutations to Lord Ram, the bestower of happiness, inner peace, and balance. It brings me immense joy on behalf of the officials of the Ramakrishna Center of South Africa, Johannesburg Sub-Center, to extend a very warm and cordial welcome to each of you to today's online program as we celebrate the auspicious occasion of Ramayana Week. Swami Vivekananda described Lord Rama as the ancient idol of the heroic ages, the embodiment of truth, of morality, the ideal son, the ideal husband, the ideal father, and above all, the ideal king. The Johannesburg Sub-Center has been actively providing COVID-19 welfare services to indigent families, hospices, and needy homes since the commencement of South Africa's national lockdown. Over the past 22 months, the Johannesburg Sub-Center has provided in excess of 35 tons of food items, consumables, fruit and vegetables, cleaning chemicals for sanitization, and masks, as well as various other items to impacted communities in Gauteng and in KwaZulu-Natal. In addition, the Johannesburg Sub-Center has embarked on a milestone project to build an Ashrama Complex in the name of our Master, Sri Ramakrishna. And we feel blessed to announce that by our Master's grace, we have received communication from the Johannesburg municipality that our rezoning application has been approved. With your kind and humble support, we intend on breaking ground on this milestone project in October this year. We humbly appeal to all our devotees, well-wishers, donors, and sponsors for your support as we take our next step in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of building an ashrama. If you would like to donate or participate by offering your skills in any of these activities, please send us a message with your email address and contact number in the live chat, or by emailing the Johannesburg Sub-Center on johannesburg@ramakrishna-phoenix.org.za. We will now commence with today's program.
जय जय मंगल सीताराम। मंगल कर जय मंगल राम, संगत शुभ विभवोदय राम। मंगल कर जय मंगल राम, संगत शुभ विभवोदय राम। आनंदामृत वर्षक राम, आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम। आनंदामृत वर्षक राम, आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम। भयहर मंगल दशरथ राम, जय जय मंगल सीताराम। भयहर मंगल दशरथ राम, जय जय मंगल सीताराम। मंगल कर जय मंगल राम, संगत शुभ विभवोदय राम। मंगल कर जय मंगल राम, संगत शुभ विभवोदय राम। आनंदामृत वर्षक राम, आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम। आनंदामृत वर्षक राम, आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। 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 जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
Shri Siyawar Ramachandra ki Jai.
सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी दंडक वन संचारी दंडक वन संचारी सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी दंडकवन संचारी दंडकवन संचारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी दंडकवन संचारी दंडकवन संचारी सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी दंडकवन संचारी दंडकवन संचारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी दंडकवन संचारी दंडकवन संचारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी श्रीमदहल्योद्धारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सज्जन मानसहारी सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी सरयू तीर विहारी राम 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sthapakaya Cha Dharmasya Sarvadharmasvarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the program of the Puja during the Rama Navami week. So now we'll start the program of the Puja with the chanting of Ganesha's mantra, because before any program we have to remember Ganesha to remove all the hurdles. Om Shuklam Baradaram Vishnum Shashivaranam Chaturbhajam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sarvamangala Mangalyam Varinyam Varadam Shmam Narayanam Namaskritya Sarvakarmani Karayet. Now we will do the process of Achmana. I have started with the name of Narayana itself, the first mantra of Achmana. We are now going to Achmana, process of Achmana. So in that, take the water in your cupped hand in the Gokarna. This is the Gokarna. A drop grain of water, then sip it in the siphoning action, not touching the lips or not touching the tongue to the hand, just siphoning. Then wash the hands again. Om Vishnu. Wash your hands. Again, little water in the hand, cupped Gokarna. Om Vishnu. Wash your hands. Om Vishnu. Wash your hands. Now, we will tell the mantra, what has happened. By telling the name of the Vishnu, what is going to happen. Om Tad Vishnoho Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Suryaha Diviva Chakshuratatam. Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarva Vastangato Piva Yaha Smaret Pundarikaksham Sabahya Bhantaraha Shuchihi. So Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarva Avastangataha Apiva Yaha Smaret Pundarikaksham Sabahya Abhyantaraha Shuchihi. Whether you may be pure or impure, whether whatever condition you may be in, whether waking state or dream state or sleep state or whatever in between that, whatever state you may be in, sarva avasthangataha apiva, yaha, whoever, smaret, remembers or takes the name, chants the name of the Lord, who has the eyes like that of the lotus, pundarikaksham. So whenever we chant that, immediately that person becomes purified internally and externally. Sir, Bahya Abhyantaraha Shuchihi. We are going to the next step. We are now purified by taking the name of the Lord. That is the Pita Nyasa. In your heart, you have to make the Pita, the lotus, ready for the Lord to be established in the heart. So you have to do the Pita Nyasa, consecration of the seat of the deity in your heart, touching the chest with the Mrigamudra. Om Rim Pita Devatabhyo Namaha. Om Rim Pita Shaktibhyo Namaha. Now we are going to the next process. That is the Rishyadanyasa, remembering the Rishi who has given us this mantra, and also the Devata and the meter. So touch the different parts of your body with the Tattva Mudra. This is the Tattva Mudra. Om Brahmane Rishiye Namaha. Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma is the Rishi. Om Gayatri Chandase Namaha, mouth. Then who is the Devata? Om Sri Ramaya Devataye Namaha, chest. Now we are going to the next process. We are going to the next step, Karan Nyasaha. So consecration of the hands and the fingers. So with different Bija mantras of Lord Ramachandra, we will now consecrate first with the forefinger. The thumb is consecrated. Ram Angushtabhyam Namaha. Reem Tarjanibhyam Swaha. Rum Madhyamabhyam Vashat. Reim Anamikabhyam Hum. Raum Kanishtabhyam Vashat. Rah Kartalabhstabhyam Asraifat. Now finished Karanyasa, consecrated all the Bija mantras into our hands. So the hands Kara with which we are going to do the worship is purified and it has become Rama itself. We are going to next Anganyasa. There is a consecration of the different limbs of the body. So with the Bija mantra of Lord Ramachandra, Ram, Reim, Rum, Raim, Raum, Rah. So we are purifying or consecrating that Bija mantra, the different parts of the body. So consecration of the different limbs of the body. So with the 3 fingers, forefinger, middle finger and ring finger, the tip of it, touch the head sorry, not the head, it's heart. Ram Hridayaya Namaha. Then with the two fingers, tip of the forefinger and the middle finger, Ram Reem Shirse Swaha. Then with the tip of the thumbs, the Shikha, the edge of the backbone coming up to the head, Sahasrara, where the Shikha is there. So, Room Shikha Ye Vishtu Tough hair. Then with all the tips of both the fingers like this, you have to touch the two shoulders like this, crisscrossing. Raim Kavachai Hum. Then three eyes, the two eyes with forefinger and the ring finger, and with the middle finger, the third eye, that's the eye of the knowledge, Ajna Chakra. Rom Netratraya Vavshat Rah Kara Tala Prishtabhyam Astraya Pat. We have finished Anganyasa. We are going to the next process. That is the Vyapaka Nyasa, consecration of the three bodies or the five koshas, total consecration. We have the external body, that is the gross body. The internal body is the mind and other organs, that is the Sukshma Sharira. Then all our habits and other things, which is a cause of all these life of ours, that is the Karana Sharira, causal body. So all the three bodies are purified and consecrated with Lord Ramachandra by the repetition of the mantra Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha Om, that is the Moola Mantra, that will be repeated 3 times, and Vyapaka Nyasa performed. That picture has been given how to do the Vyapaka Nyasa. The hand will start from here, like this, goes, and it crisscrosses here and comes back again. That's the Vyapaka Nyasa. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha Om. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha Om. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha Om. So we have finished the Vyapaka Nyasa, all the totality of the three bodies. And if you have time, you can do 5 times to do the whole cleansing of the 5 koshas. The Annamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. Like that we have Pranamaya Kosha, 5 different shields in our body. All that can be purified. We are going to the next process after the Vyapaka Nyasa. It is the Pita Puja. Now we had established the Pita, the lotus of the heart, for Lord Ramachandra to be seated there. Now we will take out from the heart, and wherever the photo or the image is there, we will be worshipping. So underneath that is the Pita where Rama's image or the photo is kept. So that place has to be made ready. Pita, worship of the seat of the deity, where we are going to worship externally the Lord Ramachandra. So we will be doing by worshipping it with 1 flower dipped in sandal paste. Now take the flower with sandal paste and tell the mantra and worship that Pita wherever the photo or the image is kept of Lord Ramachandra. Om Hrim Ete Gandhapushpe Pita Devatabhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Ete Gandhapushpe Pita Shaktibhyo Namaha. Now Pita Puja is over. We are going to the next step, that is the Dhyanam, that is a meditation. Now the Kurma Mantra, take the flower in between the 2 fingers like this, keep it like this, then the hands on that here, then the forefinger on the thumb and the ring small finger on the forefinger of the below hand, then the thumb, and these 3 fingers covering it. Kurma Mantra, tortoise. Just like the tortoise pulls back all its organs or the limbs inside the shell, and it will not allow it to go out. Likewise, we will take away our mind from the external world. The doorway or the windows of our mind going to the external world is our sense organs. So through that, take it inside and place it in the heart, and we will meditate on Lord Ramachandra. So that's why we use the tortoise mudra, the Kurma mudra. We're going to the next step, and we'll tell you, it will be given on the screen what is to be done. Take the flowers made with sandal paste in Kurma mudra, then meditate in the heart on the effulgent. So what have we do? Meditate on the effulgent, bright with light, and the living form, not a static photo, but a living form. Lord Ramachandra is now living in your heart. Now we will chant the mantra, Dhyana mantra, or the meditation mantra of Sri Ramachandra. So the meditation mantra of Sri Ramachandra is given there on the screen. I will chant it for you. You can also chant it. Om Kalam Bodharakantikanta Manisham Virasanadhyasinam Mudram Gnanamayim Dadhanam Aparam Hastambujam Januni Sitam Parshvagatam Saroruhakaram Vidyunnibham Raghavam Pashyantam Mukutangadadi Vivida Kalpojvalangam Bhaje. That is the meditation mantra of Lord Ramachandra. Now you can feel Ramachandra is been stationed in your heart lotus in the pita where you got ready, is living. You can see the throbbing of everything in your heart. Ramachandra is now in your heart. Now we'll go to the next process of the dhyanam. Now we will take the Lord from the heart through the left nostril and manifest him in the flower, and from the flower into the image or the worship where the Lord will manifest there to receive your external worship. So now, having kept the flower used in the meditation of the photo, now how to keep that flower? Before that, the Kurma Mudra is there. You take near the nose, press the Kurma Mudra posture mudra to your right nostril, then the left nostril is open. Inhale the Vayu or air inside with the Bija Mantra, Yam Vayu Bija Mantra. Then the Lord has come out through the left nostril to the flower, is manifested in the flower. Don't break the mudra. Take it, keep it on the image or the photo where you are worshipping. Now the flower is to be touched to the image of this thing. Now the Lord is manifested in the image or the photo. So the Lord has come out of your heart. So because you may think that the Lord who is infinite has sent his part to the heart. No, complete. And from the heart, he stays in the heart there complete. Again, now he's manifested also in the image complete the Lord. To show that, to understand that complete Lord is manifested, you show the Paramekarana Mantra. This is the Paramekarana Mantra, making him complete. Now take water which is in the lota, Ganga water, sprinkle water gently on the deity 3 times, uttering the Moola Mantra. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha Om. Just like you did that 3 times with the Vyapaka Nyasa, consecrating your 3 internal bodies, like that, the Lord who is there, consecrating him at 3 different levels by sprinkling water 3 times. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha Om. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha Om. The totality of the Lord is manifested in front of you. Now we'll go to the proper Dashopachara worship now. So you'll be doing 10 services to the Lord. Dasha Upachar Puja, worship with 10 items. Perform worship by offering the following articles to the deity one by one. The first one is Padyam. So give water to wash the feet of the Lord. That is the Padyam. So wash the feet of the Lord gently now. Mother Sita is also, according to the Dhyana Mantra, is sitting by the left side of the Ramachandra. So you can do, if you like, the worship of Mother alongside Ramachandra also, or else you can finish the worship of Ramachandra and afterwards in the end also you can do Mother's worship in the similar way. But now, if anybody likes, you can do with the Ramachandra also Sita Ma's Puja. So we will do the Padyam, give the Padyam, nicely wash the feet of the Ramachandra. Om Ram Etat Padyam Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. The washing with the water, fresh water nicely, Ganga water. Then wipe it with soft cloth very gently. Then now we will wash your hands. Arghya is water to wash the hands of the Lord. Together with that, you can also do it to Mother Sita also. So then you are very nicely washing the hands, then wiping it with the cloth to Mother Sita also. Then in our tradition, Arghya is you take the leaf, Tulsi leaf. Generally, it is done with Bilva leaf because Lord Ramachandra or Narayana or Vishnu, Surya or Krishna, we give Tulsi. So take the Tulsi leaf, put sandal paste on it. First it is white sandal paste, Shweta Chandana. Then Rakta Chandana, the red sandal paste on it. Then take the Akshata, the rice grains, 3 or 4, and put it on that. Then take the Durva grass, keep it on that. Then the flower, multiple little flower on that. Then the Arghya is ready. Now, what is the indication or symbol of the significance of giving Arghya? This Arghya you have prepared is your mind, totality of the mind. The Chitta, the mind stuff, it's called Chitta. And the Manas, Samshayatmika Manas, then Nishchayatmika Buddhi, and the ego, everything is now here. You are placing it, touching the head of Ramachandra with the Tarkya and the heart, then the Padadvaya. To Mother Sita also, you can do the same and offer that. That means you are totally surrendering to the Lord. That is also another aspect of Arghya. So we have given the Arghya. I'll tell you the mantra. Om Ram Eshurkya Sri Ramachandraya Swaha. Now it is Achmaniyam, giving water to rinse the mouth of the Lord, wash the mouth. So you can give that water to rinse the mouth of this thing from the lota or the Ganga water to Lord's mouth and also to Mother Sita. I'll tell the mantra. Om Ramidam Achmaniyam Sri Ramachandraya Swadha. Now it is Snaniyam. Imagine the Lord has taken the form of the child and Mother Sita also the form of the child, baby. So now they are like your daughter and son of your house. You are giving them bath. So gently you can pour water and give them bath. Take care very nicely, gently to both of them, Rama and Sita. Then apply the baby soap and clean them. And again water, clean. Then you have to give the bath of milk, then curds. Then we are giving the bath. After giving the milk, then water, then curds, then again water bath. Then again we are giving the bath of ghee, clarified butter, and again the water bath. Then we are giving the bath of honey, then again water. Then we are giving the bath of sugar and then again water bath. Now you can give bath with fresh water and also apply the soap so that the oil, the ghee and other things is removed nicely to both of them, Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita. Then wipe their person or the body with a very soft towel, very gently. Then you can dress them nicely with good dresses and ornaments. Now you can, before doing that, you have to give the bath. So I will tell the mantra and also I'll ring the bell for you. I will tell the Vedic mantras, which is done while we are giving the bath. You can give all that bath. Om Ramidam Snaniyam Sri Ramachandraya Nivedayami. Om Sahasrashirasha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapak Sabhomim Vishwato Vritvaatyatishtaddashangulam. Om Agnimile Purohitam Yagnasya Devamritujam Hotaram Ratnadatamam. Om Ishetorjetva Vayuvahasdevo Vahisavita Prarpayatu Sheshtatamai Karmane. Om Agna Ayahivite Gunano Havdate Nihota Sakti Barhishi. Om Shanno Devi Rabhishte Apovan Pite Shanyo Ravisravantunaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Now we have finished the process of giving the bath to the Lord and to the Mother Sitama. Now it is apply, you can apply, smear their body with the Gandha sandal paste, white sandal paste nicely. It's a moisturizer, it's cooling and it's very healthy. You can apply that to their face, to the hands, to the body of Ramachandra and to Mother Sita. I'll tell the mantra. Om Ram Eshagandaha Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Gently apply it. Now take flowers of varieties of flowers, fragrant flowers, colorful flowers. Dip that with the sandal paste and then give it to the feet of the Lord or on the head of the Lord, whatever you like. You can give the flower, offer them to both Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita. Om Ram Idam Sachandana Pushpam. When you apply, Sachandana means with sandal paste. That means you are giving with great devotion. Sri Ramachandraya Vaushat. Om Ram Idam Sachandana Pushpam Sri Ramachandraya Vaushat. There is a special mantra for while offering the flower. I will tell that also. Om Turiya Vanasampannam Nana Gunamanoharam Ananda Saurabham Pushpam Grihyatamidam Uttamam. Now we are giving after the Pushpa the Tulsi Patra. So take the Tulsi Patra as much as you like, then apply that with the, it should be dry Tulsi Patra. Apply that with sandal paste as many as you like, then you give it to both Ramachandra and Mother Sita. So there is a mantra before giving the Tulsi Patra. I have to tell one mantra. I will tell that for you. Om Namaste Bahurupaya Vishnave Paramatmane Swaha. Now we will give the Tulsi Patram. Om Ram Idam Sachandana Tulsi Patram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Now it is time to give Dhupaha. Light 2 agarbattis or 5 or whatever number you like, as much fragrant and very good agarbatti, or even the Dhupa, Duna, Samrani also can be given. Now the lighted agarbatti has to be waved after the fire is put off. Then you can wave up to the length of the nose of the Lord. It's both Ramachandra and Sita. Then I will tell the mantra and ring the bell for you. You can do that. Dhupaha, the incense stick. Om Ram Esha Dhupaha Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Om Vanaspatirso Divyo Gandhadyaha Sumanoharaha Agreha Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigrisyatam. Om Ram Esha Dhupaha Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Now it is time to give Deepa. After Dhupa, light the Deepa. That is the ghee. The ghee wick of the thing is now light. Let it be lit and it will burn for some time to become completely burning properly. Now take that arati and slowly wave it up to the level of the eyes. Don't go nearer to the image where it should burn. So wave it. I will tell the mantra and also ring the bell for you. Om Ram Eshadipha Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Om Suprakasho Mahadipha Sarvatastimirapaha Sabhahyabhyantarajyotirdeepoyam Pratigrisyatam. Om Ram Eshadipha Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. So now it's time to give Naivedya. We'll go to the next process, Naivedya. Now arrange all the food items you have got ready, the fruits, varieties of fruits, beautiful fruits, taking out the peel and the skin, nicely arrange it in different vessels, and you can now give different sweets, varieties of good sweets too, and savory things, everything, whatever you will feel that you have to offer to Rama, make it arrange that in the small table or in front of the Lord on the ground. You can spread a cloth and arrange that nicely. Then the vessels should not touch each other, should be separating it. Then keep a cup of water for the Lord to sing, that is the paniyam. We will give that afterwards with the mantra, and also the tambulam, the pan also can be got ready there. Now we will offer that to the Lord. You can now, while I'm telling the mantra, you can feed the Lord with your own hands, all the sweets, whatever you like. Then the fruits, then the savories, again fruits, whatever you like, you can do that very softly to both Ramachandra and to Mother Sita. Om Ram Idam Sopakrana Nevedyam Sri Ramachandraya Nivedayami. Now let us give water to drink. The fresh and good water is there. Open the lid, take it and feed. Give it to Lord Rama to drink to his mouth. Om Ram Idam Panartodakam Sri Ramachandraya Nivedayami. Then the same water can be given to Mother Sita also. Feed Mother Sita with water. If you have even any other fruit juices, varieties of fruit juices will be there. That also can be given to Ramachandra, to Mother Sita too. Now after that, after the Naivedya, you have to give water to rinse the mouth, clean the mouth of Lord Ramachandra. That is called Punar Achamaniyam. You've already given beginning Achamaniyam, so Punar Achamaniyam. Om Ramidam Punar Achamaniyam Sri Ramachandraya Swada. Pure water can be given, Ganga water, to rinse the mouth of the Lord. Then Tambulam. Take the betel leaf, put little chunna, calcium, lime, whatever, very little, so that it should not burn the tongue or mouth of the Lord. Then very soft, small cut piece of betel, nuts, and then some masalas like ajwain, som, and other things. That fried one also will be available. Put that. Then some gulkan, sweet, to sweeten it a little. Then fold it very nicely, and then place it in the mouth of Lord Ramachandra and to Mother Sita also. The pan is given. I'll tell you the mantra. Om Ramidam Tambulam Sri Ramachandraya Nivedayami. So now all the Dasha Upachara, 10 articled worship is finished to Ramachandra. Now we will offer flowers and worship Lakshmanji, who is also accompanying Rama. Thereafter offer flowers smeared with sandal paste to Sri Lakshmana with the following mantra. Om Ram Lakshmanaya Namaha Ete Gandha Pushpe Lakshmanaya Namaha. Love it. Feed the Lakshmana. We are going to the next process after the Dashopshar Puja, that is Pushpanjali. Anjali is cupped hand. Take flower as much as flower in your hand. Then Tulsi Patram, then Turva, all that thing, smeared with sandal paste. Then offer it 3 or 5 times, chanting the following mantra. Om Ram Esha Sachandana Pushpa Tulsi Patranjali Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Offer at the feet of Ramachandra and also at the feet of Mother Sita. Now Pushpanjali is over. We are going to the next process, that is Avarana Puja. There are so many deities eternally accompanying the Lord wherever he goes. So we'll worship all of them with one flower besmeared with sandal paste. Now I'm going to tell the mantra. We'll take one flower, dip it in the sandal paste and offer. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Sri Ramachandraya Shranga Devatabhyo Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Sri Ramachandra Avarana Devatabhyo Namaha. Om Ete Gandha Pushpe Ham Hanumate Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Sugrivaya Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Bharataya Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Vibhishanaya Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Lakshmanaya Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Angadaya Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Shatrugnaya Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Jambavate Namaha. Om ete gandhapushpe Sitayai Namaha. We have done the puja of Avarana Puja. Worship of the other deities eternally accompanying the chosen deity, that is Ramachandra. We'll go to the next process, that is Japa and Japa Samarpana. So before doing the Japa, a special Pushpanjali will be given again. Offer Pushpanjali, take that flower in the cupped hand, then the Tulsi Patram and also the Durva grass, everything in the cupped hand smeared with sandal paste. I'll tell the mantra, special Pushpanjali mantra. Ram, Esha Sachandana Pushpa Tulsi Patranjalihi, Sangaya, Savarnaya, Sayudhaya, Saparivaraya, Savahanaya, Sashaktikaya, Sri Ramachandraya, Bhaushat. Both place that thing at the feet of Ramachandra and also Mother Sita. Then perform Japa of the Moola Mantra 108 times. If you have been given the mantra by the Guru, repeat that mantra. Or you can repeat this mantra of Sri Ramachandra, Moola Mantra. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Om. I will do the 21 times, you do 108 times. Okay. Om Ram Sri Ramachandraya Namaha. Om. 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 So you can continue it 108 times. So after that, we have done the japa. There is a phala. When you do the japa and puja also, you will get the fruit of it. That is punya. So much of you have accrued punya because you have thought of Ramachandra, you have done the puja, you have done the 10-item worship, and also you have done the japa. So that punya also you should not keep anything. Papa punya. Everything, whatever is there, offer it to the Lord. So offer all the punya of this thing, everything to the feet of the Lord. Then the Lord is like a shock absorber, will take everything and give you only good thing, and he will protect you always. So take the water in the cupped hand like this. Then this is Gojoni Mudra, press it like this and give it from this edge. That's called Gojoni Mudra. So to the feet of the Lord. Now take the water in the cupped hand. I will tell the mantra for the offering of the fruit of action of both japa and all everything. Om Guhyat Guhya Guptatvam Gruhanasmat Kritam Japam Siddhir Bhavatu Me Deva Tvat Prasadan Maheshwara. Given the phala, fruit of all the actions you offered. Now you have become one with the Lord. The Lord had accepted you. He was very happy by your worship. So the Lord is staying in your heart. He is staying in your house. Enjoy the presence of the Lord now. Treat him with whatever more you like. Now this was all formal worship. Now you can worship the Lord in whichever way you like. So just that is Ragatmika Bhakti. This was Vaidika Bhakti with Vidhi-Vidhana, so many different rituals. Now it is Ragatmika with your loving attitude, with your loving service, talking very gently and giving him everything. So you can treat the Lord the whole life. You can do that. Now we have finished the worship, formal worship. We are going to the next seva, worship of the Lord by music. So first we will do the Sashtanga Pranam. Get up from the place where you are doing puja. Then prostrate yourself full length. Ashtanga Pranama. Sashtanga Pranama. Chanting the mantra. Om Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramabhadraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. So after that, Sashtanga Pranama, touching all the 8 limbs of your body to the ground and surrendering yourself to the Lord. Now we will pray to the Lord. Nanya Sprha Raghupate Hridaye Smadiye Satyam Vadami Cha Bhavan Akhilantaratma Bhaktim Prayacha Raghupungava Nirbharam Me Kama Didosha Rahitam Kurumana Sancha. O Lord Ramachandra, I pray to you from my heart. I am telling you the truth. I want only devotion to your lotus feet. I don't want anything else. Please remove all the negativities in my mind, that is kama, krodha, mada, matsarya, lobha, all those things, moha. So all the enemies, they are obstructing my mind to go to you. So remove all those things and give me only pure devotion to your feet. So that is a prayer. Now we have finished the puja. So now we will go to the next form of the worship, that is a music seva. Then after that, there will be the reading from the Ramayana Gnana Seva. Then again there will be bhajans. Then again there will be talk on Lord Ramachandra. We will enjoy and meditate on Ramachandra and Mother Sita and everything, the Leelas, the divine sports. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu.
Raghu रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना राजीव लोचन रघुनंदना राजीव लोचन रघुनंदना दशरथ तनया रघुनंदना दशरथ तनया रघुनंदना दशमुख मर्दन रघुनंदना दशमुख मर्दन रघुनंदना जानकी जीवन रघुनंदना जानकी जीवन रघुनंदना रघुनंदना हे 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 रघुनंदना 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 हे रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना श्री रघुनंदना श्री रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना हे रघुनंदना
ॐ निरञ्जनमनित्यमनन्दरूपं भक्तानुकम्पाधृतविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमिड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामः। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. In our last satsanga, we had seen that Kamadeva was sent to Shiva to destroy Shiva's samadhi. Because Shiva is in samadhi now. When Shiva came to know that Mother Parvati has given up her body, Shiva got disturbed. Now Shiva decided to remain in samadhi. Shiva sat on Kailasa and remained in samadhi. There is one wonderful insight meaning in this. Without reverence, faith cannot sit properly. Because reverence means Shraddha. Shraddha represents Mother Parvati. And Shiva represents faith, means Visvasa. So Shiva is also unhappy. Because Mother Parvati is no more there. So Shiva roams here and there. He goes in several places and sit for satsanga. At last he decided, let me dive deep into samadhi. Now Shiva is in samadhi. Kamadeva has come to disturb Shiva. Kamadeva, that is a deity of desires. He applied all his weapons but could not disturb Shiva's samadhi. At last, only last weapon was left out and he applied it, and Shiva got little bit disturbed. And Shiva looked at Kamadeva. Shiva opened his third eye. The moment Shiva opened his third eye, he found that Kamadeva was in front of him. And with that third eye, Kamadeva was burnt out immediately. Shiva burnt the Kamadeva. This is the Shiva. Why we worship Mahadeva? The one who burnt Kamadeva just by opening his eyes. That is why we said, Om Nidanapadaye Namaha, Nidanapadantikaya Namaha, Divyaya Namaha, Divyalingaya Namaha, Hiranyaya Namaha, Hiranyalingaya Namaha, Bhavaya Namaha, Bhavalingaya Namaha. Why do we pray Shiva? Because of this. And now Kamadeva was burnt out. His whole body was burnt out. He was smashed to ashes. Immediately, his wife fell down at the feet of Shiva and prayed, Oh Shiva, please do something on my husband. He's just burnt out because of your third eye. Please save my life. And now see, Shiva is so kind immediately. Shiva said, don't worry. Though I have burnt your husband, doesn't matter. Now he will remain in everybody's mind. He will not have a physical body form. And he said, he gave another boon also. Don't worry. In Dwapara, when Krishna was born, your husband will have a body and he will be born as a son of Krishna. This boon was given by Shiva. And that is why, Kama remains in our mind. It doesn't have any body. We cannot see the Kama. Desires we cannot see. Desires are in our mind. That is the philosophical meaning. Now, Brahmaji came and all other devatas came. They prayed to Shiva and they requested, Oh Shiva, now mother is again born at the Himalayas house and she is performing penance, and you please go and marry with her. Before all devatas came, Sri Rama himself came. Sri Rama came, who is the Ishta, Guru and everything for Shiva. He came and gave darshana to Lord Shiva and said, now you please get married with Mother Parvati again. So, because when you both will marry, then Kartikeya will be born and he will kill this Tarakasura. Because our birth and all our actions are just to save the world from unholy people. Shiva accepted the command of Lord Rama and agreed to marry with Mother Parvati. Himalaya was told that now Shiva is ready to marry Mother Parvati. So Himalaya was very happy. Immediately he came and gave invitation to Shiva. Shiva agreed. Now see the wonderful meaning about it. Now the insight meaning is, if we want to marry with God, Shiva Parvati, if we want to marry with God, we have to perform penance. And that is why, before marriage, girls have to perform penance and the boys have to also do penance. The foremost condition of marriage is, are you performing any single work unselfishly? Then only you are eligible to get married. If you are not performing any unselfish action, then you are not fit to get married. There is a wonderful spiritual philosophical meaning behind the marriage that we shall try to see in next discourse. Right now, let us continue our topic of Shiva's marriage. Now Shiva is going to marry. All devatas are very happy. They have decorated themselves with all nice ornaments and clothes, and all devatas are ready. Shiva is sitting silently, enjoying his own samadhi attitude. Now Shiva has his own gana. And who are the ganas? That means who are his, sevakas. Gana means sevakas in a way. Army people of Shiva. Then Shiva's gana said, "O Swami, you are going to marry. So let us decorate. We want to decorate you." Shiva said, "Okay, you decorate in whatever you want to decorate." Shiva doesn't want to decorate himself. So his ganas, they decorated him. What they did? They put ashes around the body of Shiva. They put serpent as his ornaments. And they put Vyagra Charma, skin of tiger, around his waist. And they put garland of skull around his neck. This is how the Shiva is decorated for marriage. Now let us see the insight meaning about this. See, when any bridegroom goes to marry, he dresses himself very nicely, he puts ornaments, gold chain and whatnot. You know better than me. Here, Shiva is behaving totally indifferent way. Shiva is teaching to us, if you will put ornaments made out of gold, it is nothing but the poison. Because of gold, because of this wealth, people fight with each other. There is a fight between husband and wife because of money. There is a fight between brother and another brother because of money. There is a fight between sister and another sister, friend and another friend. In whole world, people are fighting because of only wealth and Kamini and Kanchana. So Shiva is telling, these ornaments are like poison. That's why Shiva has made serpent as his ornaments. Shiva did not decorate his body. He applied ashes. Shiva is teaching us, see, this body, one day it is going to be finished. One day it is going to be fall down. And then people will cremate it. This body will be burnt out. And what will remain at last? Only few ashes. That is why Shiva is telling, don't decorate yourself. Don't decorate unnecessarily your body. Because today or tomorrow you are going to die. And you will be cremated. You will be cremated. And at last, a few ashes will remain out of it. And ashes represents vairagya, dispassion. So Shiva says, by applying vairagya, dispassion on my body, I am going to marry. Shiva has taken trident, trishula, What does it represent? Shiva is telling Trishula, the one who has got victory over three shulas. And what are that? Kama, Krodha, Lobha. The one who has got victory over these three shulas. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Lust, anger, and attitude of having more and more. So Shiva is keeping Trishula in his hand, trident. And now Shiva was made to sit on bull, that is called Nandi Savari. Why Shiva is sitting on bull? Because bull represents dharma. So Shiva is telling, when you sit on dharma, when you follow dharma, then only you are eligible to get married. The first condition of getting married is you must follow dharma. Otherwise, your life will be miserable. Another thing is you must have a dispassion in your life. Don't run after desires all the time. I must have this, let me have, let me have, let me have. You must not have this kind of attitude in your mind. Try to learn how to give up. The more we give up, the more we remain at peace. Another thing, Shiva is teaching us. This body is looking like this. Today or tomorrow it is going to be fall down. And then people will cremate it. And what will remain at last? Few ashes. That is the result of this body. So don't get attached with the desires of this body. Have a renunciation in your mind. And that is why Upanishad says, what it says, how you can have a nectar? Through renunciation. Tyage naike amrutatva manasohu. Through renunciation only you will have a nectar. Now Shiva is going. Now all Devatas are thinking, by seeing this Shiva, certainly Himalaya and Mana, they will run away. And they will not even welcome us also. So better to remain ahead than Shiva. Now see, bridegroom's procession is going on. And all the people who have taken part into bridegroom's procession, they are not happy with bridegroom's decoration. They are not happy the way in which bridegroom has decorated himself. What to do? What to do? So they remain ahead than Shiva. They started to walk ahead than Shiva. Shiva immediately understood. Then Shiva said to his Gana, okay, go and call all our army people. Now who are army people of Shiva? All ghosts. You know, Bhuta, Preta, Pisacha. So they all came, all ghosts. Evil spirit, what you are telling me, in whatever language you want to say. But they all came. Now they started to dance in procession of their masters, bridegroom's procession. Now these all evil spirits, they represent thoughts which are inside our mind. The philosophical meaning. See, so we are having pure thoughts as well as bad thoughts also. So all this Bhuta, Preta, Pisacha, they represents bad and evil thoughts. So they represent our mind only. So Shiva is telling, doesn't matter, you come to me. Whether you are having good thoughts or bad thoughts, whether you are a good person or a bad person, whether you have performed good actions or bad actions, come to me. I will take you to Mother and you will be liberated. This is Shiva's fearlessness statement. So Shiva is inviting everyone. And that is why he is known as Asutosha, the one who pleases immediately. And the one who takes everyone. The one who doesn't have any friend, who doesn't have any enemy. He is equal to one and all. So Shiva is telling everyone, come, come. Now everybody is going. The moment Shiva came to the palace of Himalaya, Maina, being a mother-in-law of Shiva, she started to perform Arati. And the moment she performed Arati, she became unconscious. Why? What's the reason why she became unconscious? Because she saw that the moon is on the Shiva's head. In front of moon, what is the use of having this light? She could not understand. Where is the light of a small lamp and where is the light of moon? And moon is just on the head of Shiva. So she simply felt unconscious by saying this. And when she became conscious, she saw a peculiar decoration, peculiar dress up of Lord Shiva. And she got frightened. She said, enough of enough. I will not allow my daughter to marry with this person. She simply ran towards her daughter and said, no, I will not allow you to marry with Shiva. And then what happens? Immediately Naradji comes. He's a guru and said to Maina, Maina, what are you doing? Don't you know who has come as a bridegroom? He's none other than Shiva himself. You should feel proud that my daughter is going to marry with Shiva. And your daughter is none other than Mother Parvati. They are the Adi, father and mother of us. That means they are original parents of us. Our original parents are Shiva and Parvati. And that is why, those who are following Shaiva Pantha, those who are devotees of Shiva, before they perform marriage of Shiva Parvati. Shiva Parvati Lagna. And in Vaishnavaism, they perform marriage of Krishna and Rukmani. So, Maina was consoled by Naradaji and Maina got ready. Now wonderful marriage is taken place. Shiva and Parvati. Both of them have got married and they came back at Kailasha. And through them only Kartikeya and Ganapati was born. Kartikeya represents Purushartha. That means hard work. And Ganapati represents Viveka. That means discrimination. The whole family is such a wonderful family. There is a reverence, faith, hard work, and discrimination. And that is why Tarakasura, demon Tarakasura, was killed by Kartikeya. This is the philosophical meaning. Now, why Tulsidas ji has depicted Shiva Katha before Ramakatha? Still, Ramakatha has not yet started, In the beginning itself, Tulsidas ji has depicted this Shiva Katha. And same Agastya Rishi told first Shiva Katha. Why? Why Tulsidas ji has written this Shiva Katha? Tulsidas ji is telling the one who has got devotion at the feet of Shiva, he only can enter into this Ramakatha. Ramakatha is such a great, to understand it, to absorb in Ramakatha, we must have a devotion at the feet of Shiva, because Shiva is the guru of Rama and Rama is a disciple of Shiva. Both are there. So both are one and the same. That is why in Ramacharitamanasa first comes Shiva Katha. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
से कहो राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम। कटे धूक मिटे लेके राम नाम, पाप कटे धूक मिटे लेके राम नाम। भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम, श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम। परम भक्ति सुख निदान नित्य राम नाम, परम भक्ति सुख निधान नित्य राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम, श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम। संत हृदय सदा बसत एक राम नाम, संत हृदय सदा बसत एक राम नाम। परम गुप्त परम इष्ट मंत्र राम नाम, श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम। महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम काल शमत भीत सतत कहत राम नाम श्री राम 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 प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम भक्त जन जीवन धन एक राम नाम श्री राम 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 प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम जय राम जानकी राम जय जय राम जानकी राम रघुकुल भूषण राजा राम रघुकुल भूषण राजा राम तापसरंजन तारक नामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा जय जय राम जानकी राम जय जय राम जानकी राम रघुकुल भूषण राजा राम रघुकुल रघुकुलभूषण राजा राम जय जय राम जानकी राम जय जय राम जानकी राम कोदंड राम पट्टाभिराम कोदंड राम पट्टाभिराम दशरथ राम जानकी राम दशरथ राम जानकी राम कारुण्य राम कमनीय राम कारुण्य राम कमनीय राम मारुति सेवित तारक नाम मारुति सेवित तारक नाम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 तापसरंजन तारक नाम तापसरंजन तारक नाम दानव भंजन कोदंड राम दानव भंजन कोदंड राम जय जय राम जानकी 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 राम रघुकुलभूषण राजा राम रघुकुलभूषण राजा राम तापसरंजन तारक नाम तापसरंजन तारक नाम दानव भंजन कोदंड राम दानव भंजन कोदंड राम जय जय राम जानकी राम जय जय राम जानकी राम कोदंड राम पट्टाभिराम कोदंड राम पट्टाभिराम दशरथ राम जानकी राम दशरथ राम जानकी राम कारुण्य राम कमनीय राम कारुण्य राम कमनीय राम मारुति सेवित तारक नाम मारुति सेवित तारक नाम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 तापसरंजन तारक नाम तापसरंजन तारक नाम दानव भंजन कोदंड राम दानव भंजन कोदंड राम जय जय राम जानकी राम जय जय राम जानकी राम रघुकुलभूषण राजा राम रघुकुलभूषण राजा राम श्री राम जय जय 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 राम श्री राम जय Jaya Rama, Sri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya 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 Jaya Rama.
ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। ॐ रामाय रामचन्द्राय रामभद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. So, yesterday we were looking into the sports of Lord Rama in his childhood. We also saw how Rama's face was just like that of the moon. And we will continue with all that childhood events of Sri Ramachandra's life and enjoy Sri Ramachandra's childhood. Now, some of the stories, very less of his childhood has been mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana. So we have to collect all these events from different books, some dramas, some folk tales, and all the other things. Now we shall go to one of the events. It so happened Ramachandra as a small boy and all the Bharata, Shatrughna, Lakshmana, they used to play. Small boys. Now from the top of the palace and the first floor, the mothers were watching them playing in the courtyard, and all the time Ramachandra used to win. Ramachandra would never lose any game. He used to win always. Now Bharata got hurt. Always my elder brother Rama is small boys, you see, they are not elderly now, they're small children with his childhood. So Bharata was upset. I am not winning. Lord Ramachandra, my brother only is winning. I am losing all the game. So he was upset. He was crying. Then immediately Ramachandra came and noticed his brother Bharata crying. He told, what is the reason? Why are you crying? What happened to you? He told, no, always you are winning the game. I am not winning the game. You are stronger than all of us. You are winning the game. Immediately, oh, that is the reason you are crying. Don't worry. Come, let us play now. So they went to game, and deliberately Ramachandra lost all the games to make his brother happy. So even from the childhood, you can see in all the games now Ramachandra started deliberately losing to see that Bharata and other brothers will win, so that to make them happy. Though he was very strong, though Ramachandra would always win in anything, but when it comes to relationship, he used to see that the relationship with his brother was paramount. So he used to respect his brother so much that he was ready to lose. He was ready to give up everything, even from the childhood. As a small child, you can see the trait in the Ramachandra. That's why Lord Ramachandra and his brothers are noted for the ideal of brotherhood. Everywhere in India, when some brothers are living harmoniously and with great unity, let us see how the children are living, like the Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. They are so united. So why? Ramachandra was leading the way, always sacrificing for the younger ones. He'd be always showing so much of love and respect. He was ready to sacrifice anything. See, he was ready to sacrifice his own kingdom. Who will give up kingdom and wealth and other things in the present age? You can't even think of it. They are so selfish. Ramachandra always sacrificing for your brothers. So he is known for the love of the brotherhood, that love and affection towards the brothers, how you used to treat them. So all this were being watched from the palace by the mothers, and they were feeling so happy that how all these children are growing up with so much of love and affection. So the leader was Ramachandra in this. So now it is an ideal. We all of us have to follow this ideal of brotherhood from Ramachandra, sacrificing, keep everything. The younger one should be always sacrificing and helping the others. On the contrary, even the younger ones too should sacrifice for the elder brothers. So in this way, you can see the family, it will become one unit and united, and it will prosper very well. So Ramachandra, when we read all these beautiful the stories from the life of Sri Ramachandra, we should learn how to be united, how to be maintaining the relationship. I remember Revered Yatishwaranandaji Maharaj used to always tell, whenever there is a conflict between material objects like money, property and other things, and relationship. So Yatishwaranandaji Maharaj was the disciple of Raja Maharaja, Brahmanandaji used to tell. Swami Yatishwaranandaji Maharaj used to tell, throw away the material objects like money and other things. Keep relationship. Once the relationship is broken, it's very difficult to get back the relation. But money and other property and the material things you can earn anytime. So we in our life always, we see that relationships are men are used like materials, but the materials and money are respected. It should be the reverse. Money and material is to be used, but men are to be respected because God exists in every one of them. Especially philanthropy and charity should start from home. So you have to do all these things with your father, respect for father and mother and brothers and all the people in the family, and then that beautiful relationship and respect should spill over to the society. So everything should start from home. So Ramachandra has shown that path. He was highly devoted and loving towards his brother, he was highly devoted to his father and mother, and even the other mothers, the stepmothers too. He used to look after all of them, Sumitra or Kaikeyi, just like his own mother Kausalya. Would not make any difference. Even when Mother Kaikeyi asked that Rama should go to the forest for 14 years later on as he grew up, and also that his son Bharata selfishly should become the king, Rama would not be angry on that mother. He used to show the same love. He sacrificed everything for the sake of mother. But he would show the same love to his mother Kaikeyi. He would never ill-treat her or show disrespect. So, no material. This is what Lord Ramachandra is showing us. From the childhood he is showing how much respect he was ready to, even in his childhood he was ready to lose in the game or anything for the sake of brothers. He was always trying to keep his younger brothers happy. That winning the game is nothing for him. So all others will be very, serious about these things, and they want to win, they want to get the first place. Here, his Ramachandra was ready to sacrifice everything for their brothers. So that is ideal brotherhood Sri Ramachandra has shown us, and how to be loving and respecting to father and mother. All these things, beautiful values are being shown by Lord Ramachandra from the childhood. These are all the specialities. So remember that whenever there is a clash between head and heart, Swami Vivekananda tells, always follow the heart, not the head. Whenever there is clash between material things, material objects, and like money, property and other things, and relationship with your kith and kin, throw away the material objects. Always stick on to relationship. Relationship once broken cannot be mended afterwards. Even if you mend, there will be knot. It will be knotty. So there will be always a knot. So keep the relationship always. Throw away the material objects. That's what Revered Yatishwaranandaji Maharaj used to tell. Now here Ramachandra is showing us from the childhood the same thing. So now we have seen some of the beautiful games and pastimes of Sri Ramachandra. So whether in games or anywhere, Sri Ramachandra used to be respecting the brothers and taking care of his brothers. Now, we shall see while they were playing archery, where they are learning the archery and using of the arms, because they were princes, they have to learn all these things. So while they were learning all these things, they used, not that Ramachandra was always serious and Lakshmana was always serious, some pranks and other things would also be done by them, pastimes. So one innocent prank, as small children, we shall see. This is also not given in Valmiki Ramayana. These are all collected from folk tales. Now, Lord Ramachandra took his advent on the planet Earth and he was growing up. He was learning archery in the Ashrama of Vasishtha Maharshi. When the first lesson started, Vasishtha told Dasharatha, see, I don't want you to be here when your son is learning the archery. But Dasharatha told, I'm an old man. I have to see how my sons, all these Bharata, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna are learning archery and other things, arts. I have to see them, I have to enjoy them. So that is the duty of the father. How can I go away not seeing? Why are you asking me like that, Vasishtha Maharshi? Yes, but it is not the tradition that you can produce children by rice, sweet rice also. So that was also not the tradition. So you have to not be here. Why did Vasishtha Maharshi ask Dasharatha to go away? Because when Dasharatha went back and the education started in confidence, when Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna were sitting, Vasishtha Maharshi got up, he knew them. He knew who they were. The Paramatman, the Parabrahma Swarupa, Lord Vishnu himself has taken the form of Ramachandra, and all his other different aspects have come down as Bharata, Shatrugna. So what did Vasishtha Maharshi knew this? Dasharatha did not know. He thought they were all their children, but they were all Parabrahma Swarupa, Lord Vishnu himself who had come there. So after Dasharatha went away, because if Dasharatha knows all these things, then he cannot treat and show the love, same respect, there would then fear come. This love would not be there. The love of the father and mother, that affection would not be there. That's why Vasishtha didn't want him to know it. But Vasishtha Maharshi knew that Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna were from Vishnu, and Lord Ramachandra was none other than Lord Vishnu himself. So what did he do after he went away? When these brothers were sitting there, Vasishtha got up from his seat and circumvented, Pradakshina, circumambulated them with great devotion. He knew who they were. So circumambulated them with great devotion, because he knew they were the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So if that is shown to Dasharatha, then Dasharatha would be in confusion. That's why he asked Dasharatha to go away. Now, Dasharatha, when he went away, now after doing the pranams and Pradakshina, Lord, our Maharshi Vasishtha said, O Lord, whenever you take an incarnation, you select rishis, sages to become your guru, and that rishi has to teach you this knowledge of which you are only the source. We are teaching back, you are the source of all these things. So please excuse me if I commit any offense while doing this service to you. I may have to scold you, I may have to tell you something. So by mistake of it, if I commit any offense while teaching you, please forgive me. Sister asked Ramachandra. Now, let us see some pranks played by Lakshmana. Ramachandra always would be protecting Lakshmana, and Lakshmana would play some prank, and Ramachandra always had to protect him. So one day, Rama and Lakshmana saw a girl was carrying some water pot and going. You know, in India, they wear huge nose ring. This girl was wearing a very big nose ring and walking. Lakshmana saw, and he saw, see how big is the nose ring. So she was walking with the water pot, and what did Lakshmana do? Mischievous Lakshmana, at that time he was a small young boy, young lad. It's so big. Now Vasishtha is not watching. The Maharshi is somewhere there. We will say, we will do little prank. Let us have some pastime. So Lakshmana looked around and took an arrow, and though he was not expert in all these things, he had so much of very good this thing in the art of archery. He told Rama, I will make that nose ring little small. So Lakshmana said that and shot that arrow. While the girl was walking, the arrow came next to her nose and started pouring some sort of mystical substance on the nose ring, which became so small and stuck up to the nose. Then she started panicking. What happened? My nose ring, I have lost it, or it is become small. Then when she started shouting, then Rama got this thing upset. Now Vasishtha Maharshi may come to know the prank of Lakshmana. So immediately he released one arrow. That arrow went and again made it normal. It protected that girl, so that she stopped panicking. Then she told, what is this? What are you doing to me? She asked Lakshmana. Lakshmana told, I made the nose ring. It was too big. I made it small. And my brother made it normal now. Is it? You can do that? How could you do that even without, I was not hurt at all? You are so experts in that. Oh, is it you want to test us? And again Lakshmana put another arrow. So it removed the nose ring in such a way that it never hurt. It didn't touch her at all. And started flying. Then she started panicking again, shouting. So before Vasishtha Maharshi would come to know of it, Rama again released the arrow and brought it down and gave it to her. So like that, Rama would always be there from the childhood to protect Lakshmana. They used to play pranks too. So these are all the stories from the folklore which I could collect. So we have heard some stories of the childhood days of Sri Ramachandra. So we will now go and concentrate how, as they grew up as youth, they started learning. Now, childhood of Sri Ramachandra is described very little in Valmiki Ramayana. All four sons of Dasharatha were extremely intelligent and well versed in the Vedas. Among the four sons of Dasharatha, Rama was the most dearest to all. Rama is described as champion in riding elephants and horses. In those days, not only horses, in Indian army, they had to learn how to even ride the elephants along with the horses. Rama also liked archery very much. Rama always was fond of his younger brother Lakshmana. Rama did not eat and sleep without Lakshmana. See, like suppose now small children are there. If you give them the very good mrishtan or sweet, then they would not care for other brothers to come. They will eat it up. Afterwards, I'll keep it some and give it to him. No, Rama was not like that. He would wait until Lakshmana comes and his brother comes. Then he would share with them and then only eat. He would not be selfish to eat it first. I want everything first. I want the important thing for me. No. He would always wait. Any good things he gets, any tasty things, the best of the sweet or anything, the toys, he used to share with his brother. He would wait until Lakshmana comes and then share with him. Such was the deep love he had for his brothers, Ramachandra. Whenever Rama went on hunting game, now Lakshmana was no less. He too loved Ramachandra very much. Lakshmana followed him always with his arrow and sword to protect Ramachandra whenever he went to hunting. Rama was still a teenager when sage Vishwamitra took him to kill the asuras, the demons in the forest. Apart from this, nothing else is mentioned about childhood of Ramachandra in Valmiki Ramayana. So all the princes were great scholars in Vedas and other scriptures. They were valiant. So all were interested in welfare of the world, especially the subject of the kingdom they looked after. They were very respectful for their citizens of that country, and they were brought up in such a way. They were all intellectuals, and all of them possessed that air of probity. Among them, the great resplendent Ramachandra, whose valor itself is truthfulness, Satya Parakramaha, was dear to all, was dear to everyone. That was his beautiful nature, because he was very tranquil and composed always and loved everybody and respected everybody. He was like the moon. Ramachandra admittedly was a champion of riding elephants and horses and tactical charioting too. And he rejoiced in the art of archery and absorbed it in the obedient service of his father. The best one amongst them was Ramachandra. He would not go to sleep without Lakshmana. He would not eat food bought for him, however delicious it may be, without his brothers. Whenever Raghava or Ramachandra mounts the horse and goes on hunting game, Lakshmana rushes after him to protect him, wielding his bow as a squire. So that was the relationship, and they were growing up now. So when these things were happening, let us see what happened there on the other side. Now the entry of Vishwamitra into the life can be seen here. Rama was the apple of the eye to his father Dasharatha, and he was also beloved of all the people, just like Brahma to the creation. Rama was not only the eldest but also preeminent among his brothers, being more splendid, Mahatejaha, and with the might rooted in truthfulness and other good qualities. So was also charming to all as the spotless bright moon. All the brothers became extraordinarily proficient in all the martial arts and skills, and they were all devoted very much and obedient to their father Dasharatha. So these are the qualities which you have to pick up. Whatever might be the father and mother, we have to be very obedient and respectful to our father and mother. Lord Ramachandra and his brothers have showed that great quality. So we have to again and again stress for the good family, to respect the elders, to respect father and mother. So Ramachandra is the ideal. So he was very devoted to his father Dasharatha. The noble, auspicious Lakshmana and his elder brother Rama, the fascinator of all the people, Lokabhirama, were fond of and devoted to each other from their very young age, and likewise Bharata and Shatrughna which each other. Now Valmiki Ramayana, Valmiki has explained it as with the words Lakshmana was the external self of Rama, as if Lakshmana, he was supposed to be the self inside, now has come out, the self has come out and staying outside as Lakshmana. That was the intimacy between them. So that's why Valmiki explains the relationship between Rama and Lakshmana in this way. Lakshmana was like the external self of Ramachandra, who never ate in the absence of Lakshmana, nor went hunting without him, nor even slept without Lakshmana being by his side. It is as if name Rama means, it implies Lakshmana. So by destiny, as the story of the birth unfolds, and also by virtue of the divine food being shared between Kausalya and Sumitra and between Kaikeyi and Sumitra, the two pairs were so attached to each other, it might be said that Shatrughna was also very brave, and he was the youngest. When he went to the battle against the mightier than Ravana, another demon, that is Lavanasura, in Uttarakanda, another part of Ramayana, Uttarakanda. What a nobility of Ramachandra in sending Shatrughna against that demon, when Ramachandra himself could have vanquished him easily, Lavanasura, but he sent Shatrughna to destroy him. In fact, the rarest missile of Rama was given to Shatrughna so that he was able to kill him. But he wanted to share that all glory with his brothers. Otherwise, he himself could have gone. He had that beautiful astra. He gave it to his brother so that he will go kill the demon and he also gets the glory. It is found in the Uttarakanda. Now, but as regards Lakshmana, there is no Ramayana without him at all. Now, all the brothers were proficient in Vedic learning. They were very wise, virtuous, hypersensitive to even small lapses. They were highly renowned, having great foresight and with magnificent aspect. Dasharatha now lived like Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, served by the four prime rulers of the world. So now, suddenly, when they were growing up like this, the entry of Vishwamitra happens here into the life of Dasharatha. Now, the princes, having come of marriageable age, in those days they used to marry the children at a very young age. Dasharatha began thinking of which royal family to join them with. Then the great sage Vishwamitra descended on the scene and set the ball rolling, and in the direction quite unexpected by Dasharatha. So we shall see now the advent of Vishwamitra. Great sages during that period of Ramachandra, even before, earlier to the advent of Sri Ramachandra, great sages in their hermitages, by their spiritual vision, knew that the Supreme Spirit, the Lord Vishnu, the Parabrahma Swarupa, will take the incarnation as a human being and come down. So the nameless, the formless divinity now had taken the most sublime and supremely charming human form. So Arupa, the formless Arupa, and the nameless, the Parabrahma, had taken the divinity, has taken the most sublime form now as Ramachandra. So these great sages could know by their spiritual power, yogic power, that the Lord has come down. They, out of spiritual curiosity and to have the company of the Lord in that form, taken the human form, wanted to see him before departing from this world. A sage, because they have already realized the Lord Parabrahma. But if the Lord, the same Parabrahman, formless, attributeless, taking the form human being, how would it be? So they wanted to have the company of Ramachandra. All that great sages and hermits and great saints, they started coming. So a sage, one of the sages during that period, he even had kept in abeyance his death by his spiritual power, by his yogic power. He postponed his death. He put off for many years because he waited until Ramachandra came and he wanted to see, he wanted to be with him by his spiritual power. Though he was to die earlier or give up his body after realization, you can give up the body. His prarabdha karma is over. But by his yogic power, one of the sage kept his body and his life, though he was supposed to give up the body and merge in the Parabrahma God after Mukti, he kept it just to see Ramachandra. That was the speciality of that great incarnation. So a sage had even kept his in abeyance his death by spiritual power. All of these now, like Vishwamitra, was most anxious not only to see Ramachandra, but also to keep company, satsanga. This is the highest satsanga, isn't it? To keep company with the avatara for some time to his heart's content. So Vishwamitra had also many projects in his mind, all for the welfare of the world, Loka Kalyanartha, to be fulfilled through Ramachandra. So like redemption from the curse of Ahalya, to redeem Ahalya from the curse, and also the terrible demoness Tataka, to remove her, the curse of Tataka. Then joining the divine couple, Lord Ramachandra with Mother Sita. The most crucial thing in the play of destiny and the more important thing is to get Ravana's most powerful lieutenants, Maricha and Subahu, to be destroyed. By which, so they were killed. Subahu was killed during the Yajna of Vishwamitra, undertaken by the sage for this purpose only, to warn Ravana to mend his cruel ways or end himself at the hands of Ramachandra, a human being outside his much vaunted strength of his boons. Now, another thing which he wanted, Vishwamitra, was his most respected sister. Earlier in his Purvashrama, his sister had given up her mortal self and transformed herself into a holy river. Her name was Kaushiki, flowing in the Himalayas and immensely benefiting the humanity. Now Vishwamitra, who was that Kaushiki's brother, wanted to wind up his hermitage at the holiest Siddhashrama. His ashrama, Vishwamitra's ashrama, was called Siddhashrama, which was sanctified by the penance of incarnation of Vishnu, that is Vamana. And now we wanted to wind up from that place and go to Himalayas and do penance on the holy banks of his river sister Kaushiki as early as possible. After finishing all these project work was given by the Lord to Vishwamitra with Ramachandra. So he had to finish it off. So he quickly came immediately when Ramachandra became quite formidable, quite young. So Vishwamitra came to fulfill all these destiny. So on that day, Dasharatha with his royal palace surrounded by his relatives, ministers and Guru Vasishtha and other munis. So we're all discussing about the marriage of Ramachandra, where and how should we can marry these brothers. Now the panicky gatekeeper rushed in to inform king that sage Vishwamitra was at the gates. The holy assemblage rose and rushed to meet the sage. The king received the sage like Devendra welcoming Lord Brahma with all the holy rites duly for holy guest. The holy guest asked the king about his relatives and friends and about all his subjects. He also inquired of the great sage Vasishtha, then his most respected friend, like also a guru, and welfare of all the great munis in his kingdom. Entering the palace, all sat in their seats befitting their status. With folded hands, Dasharatha addressed this sage, thus welcoming him. To welcome you, O great Muni, your visit is like the divine Amrita elixir come to our desert, like a desert receiving plenty of rain, like a barren woman giving birth to son, like regaining the lost treasure, like the windfall at the very threshold of a solemn function. My good fortune brought you here, O great son of Kaushika. From Rajarshi you have become Brahmarshi, and I worship you, and I am at your service. What brought you to me? I am sanctified by seeing you, holy sir, as if I am in a holy shrine. This moment is the summum bonum of my life. Now I will do your bidding at whatever cost. You are like God to me, and do not hesitate whether I can do it or not. The innocent, unsophisticated sage became overjoyed at these words of Dasharatha. Now he was overjoyed by these promise, with his hair on end from excessive joy. Vishwamitra now complimented the king with what he said was quite befitting his great ancestry, who never went back on their promises solemnly made, and his wise guru Vasishtha. He then asked the king to stick to his promise, and now threw the bombshell at his feet. He began abruptly with two mighty Rakshasas ruining his yagna and polluting it with huge quantities of flesh and blood, and asked Dasharatha to send Sri Ramachandra and Lakshmana to protect the yajna. It was like a bolt from the blue to the most doting father. The sage's promise that he would protect Rama and Lakshmana from any harm from those demons, Rakshasas, did not lessen the king's panic, but drove him more to the wall. How could the sage protect his son when he himself, the sage, could not curse the giants while performing the sacrifice, as the sage himself had said at the very outset? Now, let us see tomorrow how our Vishwamitra will convince, and also Vasishtha will convince Dasharatha to allow Rama and Lakshmana to go with our Vishwamitra, the great sage Vishwamitra, who has given the great Gayatri Mantra to all of us, and how he could accomplish a great thing like giving so many astra, shastra, so many missiles and so many special mantras to Ramachandra to make him a very fit person to kill Ravana. And we can see all those things to redeem the curse of Ahalya, to redeem the curse of Tataki. All those things can be seen in the next discussion. We'll stop our discussion here about Ramayana, and we'll meditate on Sri Ramachandra's Leelas all through until tomorrow. You can be in that mood of Sri Ramachandra, meditating on Ramachandra. Thank you. Namaste. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu.
सकलरिपुनाशन सकलरिपुनाशन धनुद्धारी नारायण सकलरिपुनाशन धनुद्धारी नारायण योगी भोला नृत्य करे योगी भोला नृत्य करे काहे राम 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 योगी भोला नृत्य करे काहे राम 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 भजुमान राम राम भजुमान राम राम सुंदर श्यामल रूप सुंदर श्यामल रूप मनोहर गुणधाम मनोहर गुणधाम भजुमान राम राम भजुमान राम राम भजुमान राम राम भजुमान राम 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 नाम तारकम राम 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 नाम तारकम रामकृष्ण वासुदेव भुक्ति मुक्तिदायकम रामकृष्ण वासुदेव भुक्ति मुक्तिदायकम जानकी मनोहरम सर्वलोकनायकम जानकी मनोहरम सर्वलोकनायकं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं राम 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 नाम तारकं 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 रामकृष्ण वासुदेव भुक्ति मुक्तिदायकं रामकृष्ण वासुदेव भुक्ति मुक्तिदायकं जानकी मनोहरं सर्वलोकनायकं जानकी मनोहरं सर्वलोकनायकं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं राम 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 नाम तारकं 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 रामकृष्ण वासुदेव भुक्ति मुक्तिदायकं रामकृष्ण वासुदेव भुक्ति मुक्तिदायकं जानकी मनोहरं सर्वलोकनायकं जानकी मनोहरं सर्वलोकनायकं शङ्करादिसेव्यमान पुण्यनाम कीर्तनं పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం జానకీ మనోహరం సర్వలోకనాయకం జానకీ మనోహరం సర్వలోకనాయకం శంకరాది సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం శంకరాది సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం శంకరాది సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం శంకరాది సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం ఇందిరాది సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం ఇందిరాది సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం ఆంజనేయ సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం ఆంజనేయ సేవ్యమాన పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం దివ్యనామ కీర్తనం దివ్యనామ కీర్తనం రామ 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 నామ తారకం 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 పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం పుణ్యనామ కీర్తనం దివ్యనామ కీర్తనం దివ్యనామ కీర్తనం రామ 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 రామ
Om Namo Narayanaya. On behalf of revered Swami Swatmaramananda Ji Maharaj and officials of the Johannesburg Sub-Center, we humbly thank you for joining us in today's program and pray that you have found the messages charged with spirituality. Kindly take note that the final day program will take place on Sunday, 10th April at the Sri Radhesham Mandir Hall from 9 a.m. to 12 midday. The program will consist of bhajans, kirtans, a puja, and a discourse by revered Maharaj. Lunch will be served. All are welcome to attend. Strict COVID procedures are applicable to the South African government's Alert Level 1. Om Namo Narayanaya.
शबर डुलावे, आरती राम तुम्हारी, जय जय आरती राम तुम्हारी। पीतवसन वैजयन्ती माला, पीतवसन वैजयन्ती माला, मेघवरन तनु नयन विशाला, मेघवरन तनु नयन विशाला, आरती राम तुम्हारी, जय जय आरती राम तुम्हारी। छत्र धरत है लक्ष्मण भ्राता, छत्र धरत है लक्ष्मण भ्राता, आरती करता है कौसल्य माता, आरती करता है कौसल्य माता, आरती राम तुम्हारी, जय जय आरती राम तुम्हारी। सम्मुख शरण रहे हनुबीरा, सम्मुख शरण रहे हनुबीरा, बार बार गुण गावे कबीरा, बार बार गुण गावे कबीरा, आरती राम तुम्हारी, जय जय आरती राम तुम्हारी। प्राणनाथ रघुनाथ मुरारी, प्राणनाथ रघुनाथ मुरारी, आरती राम तुम्हारी, जय जय आरती राम तुम्हारी, जय जय आरती राम तुम्हारी।
जय